Morning. My throat's kind of jacked up, so I'll try to do this quick. So I'll make another video about dumping. About dumping when you dump the load and you release the gate and you open the gate and all that stuff. This truck's a lot easier. It's a 2010 carward. This is a lot easier to explain because all the controls are right there. They're all in this section, except for this thing, which is your air suspension. So the very first step that you want to do when you get ready to back up is you want it. This is your drop axle here. This one here, drop axle. You want it down, so you push it down. Drops the axle down, up. Push. See, it says here, pull to lift, push to lower. So up will be to lift the axle. You want to lift your axle, your drop axle, when you're dumping. So to back up, because then you'll break it if you don't. So you lift it up, and the axle will raise up, and then you can start backing up. As soon as you're ready, you also got to check your mirrors, make sure you don't run anything over, because a lot of people run over piles. They run over stuff, and they don't. Their truck's sitting like sideways like this, and it's dangerous. When you dump, you can flip it. So, second thing you want to do is this red button here. Some trucks have two. This one has one to open your gate. You hit that, and your gate would open. The reason why you do that very first, so you need all the air pressure as possible, because a gate, most gates are air operated. So you want to have as much pressure as possible. We're gonna get it loaded right now. So anyway, so then the third one. What you want to do after you open that gate is you want to drop your suspension. Drop your suspension, which is this one here. Some trucks have them here, some trucks have them everywhere, but you look for this one. It's a different button, but I used it for that because they didn't have one, so I added this on there. So you want to drop your suspension. Okay, so your gate's open, your suspension's down. As soon as your suspension goes all the way down, what you want to do is you press the clutch, and then you're going to move this red tab forward. And then you let go of the clutch, and this little red light is going to turn red. That means your PTO is on. Okay? So, once again, you cannot turn this on without pressing the clutch first. Because if you don't press the clutch, it's like you're trying to put a gear in without clutching it. You can break the PTO, you can break the transmission. More than likely, the PTO is going to break before the transmission. So you clutch it, then you press this little yellow tab, which helps you push this one forward. See, PTO engage. It tells you here. You know, it's kind of dirty, but it'll tell you PTO. That's PTO on. So now the PTO is on. Now you raise this up, and forward is to raise. So now you're raising your box up, right? So your box will raise up, and you can check your mirrors. That's the first thing you gotta do is always check your mirrors. Make sure that your box is going up nice and straight, not crooked, because sometimes your pins will break in the back and you can actually flip the truck, or stuff can happen. Or if you have a flat tire and you haven't noticed, you could actually tilt, and it's very dangerous. This guy's getting here ready to load me. So after you do all that, then you do you lower the box. Obviously, you raise your suspension. As soon as you wait for your suspension to be up. As soon as your suspension is up, then you pull forward. You leave your gate open so that you could pull 5-6 feet forward. Then you get out and inspect your gate. Make sure there's no debris there. Make sure your gate's not stuck or anything like that. So those are the few steps that I could show real quick. I'm probably going to make a video doing the steps right now in a bit.